Hey Nakama, this is Gomu Gomu. It's me. My name is Alden, and today we're doing Theory Thursdays. Now this is about all of anime, but I'm only gonna be talking about the big three. And to clarify for me, the big three are Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and One Piece. Now I know there's obviously big anime that came before, after, whatever. I don't care. I know some people would consider Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. I consider Bleach a big anime, obviously. Obviously, but for me, it's these three, right? And I want to talk about why each one is critically loved and why anime is loved in general, right? This is one of those where I freestyle off the top, so it's gonna be kind of a longer video. So if you don't like those, I apologize. You can check out some of my shorter videos. And yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna start with Dragon Ball Z because that was my first. That was my first anime love. You can't, whatever, right? Yeah, right. So the one thing, not the one thing, but one of the things about Dragon Ball Z that makes it so lovable, so everybody wants to watch it. I mean, you ask people, random people that don't watch anime, you're like, hey, do you know who Goku is? Yeah, I've heard of Goku. Goku is the ambassador for the Olympics, right? So Goku and Dragon Ball Z in a whole, but mainly Goku, right? He's the good guy that all of us want to be. He's the good guy that all of us strive to be, right? He's the guy who's not worried about extracurricular things. He's worried about training, being better for his family, and taking care of people. That's who we all strive to be, right? Now, this might be a controversial take. Most of us are like Vegeta, not obviously psychopathic, people like that, but just in the sense that it takes like a moment for us to realize what we need to be doing to reach our potential, right? So Vegeta wasn't reaching his potential until he really met Goku because he thought, oh, I'm just stronger than everybody because I'm the Prince of Saiyans. So it took that moment for him to strive to be like Goku. And, there was times in the anime where he tried to be, the person that would sacrifice himself for everybody, right? He did it in the Tournament of Power. He did it with Boo. You know, he got mad when Beerus slapped Bulma. Like, there's things that, whatever, right? So for me, Dragon Ball Z is like one of those things that you look up to Goku, right? Like, I know people have role models and they're like, oh, this politician or this doctor, this lawyer, this whatever, right? But I guarantee you there's a lot of people in the gym, maybe not right now because it's the new year, so a lot of people are faking going to the gym. But there's a lot of people in the gym because of Goku. So there's a lot of people trying to better their lives because of Goku, right? It just it just get Dragon Ball Z gives us that feeling, like, even though it's rinse and repeat, bad guy comes in from out of nowhere, like most anime. Bad guy comes in from out of nowhere, from a planet, from a universe, whatever. Bad guy comes in, Goku gets some unknown power up and beats him. Like, I get it's rinse and repeat. We all understand. But that's not the point of Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z isn't about the story. Nobody cares about the story. Yeah, like, it's cool. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, which I happen to like, controversial. But one of the main things that me personally, and this isn't like this for the whole anime. This isn't just a Goku thing or whatever. Like, Dragon Ball Z might have some of the best speeches ever written, anime wise. Obviously, I don't know about TV shows, and I've watched TV shows, but I'm just saying, like, I don't really compare anime to TV, like IRL TV, I guess. But yeah, like, Goku has speeches that some of us could put on a loop and just fucking, like, work out to. Like, there's speeches that he gives that, and I understand I'm not crazy. I understand somebody's writing it and stuff like that, so it's more about that person. But just delivered in the way it's delivered, like, Goku's on the brink of being defeated and his universe being, done for, and he gives a speech, or Krillin gives a speech, or Vegeta swallows his pride and gives a speech trying to encourage Goku. Like, Dragon Ball Z might honestly have the best speeches. Like, I know one speech a lot of people might look to is Attack on Titan, when Erwin was giving his speech to everybody, and he was basically saying, "Oh, we're probably gonna die, but we're doing this for that was a great speech." But Dragon Ball Z is just, every arc had like two or three speeches that you could listen back to. Like, there was never a point where you like, oh man, another speech. No, 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 no. You wanted to hear that. You wanted to hear what Goku was gonna say to hype up everybody. Like, the speech he gave about his son fighting Cell, that hype people up, right? So Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z, um, it is the god. Like, I'm not gonna say Godfather because obviously there was anime before it, but I'm saying like for like Western audiences, it is like the Godfather of anime. Like everybody knows of anime because of Dragon Ball Z, right? And I know somebody's gonna be like, "Oh no, I heard of it because of fucking Sailor Moon or Gundam Wing or Yu Yu Hakusho or whatever." But every single one you like, only Dragon Ball Z walked so all those other ones could fly. So, we all pay respect, but it's still part of my big three. I know people like to say, oh no, it doesn't count because, it's a grandfather and stuff like, suck it. So, now, what I broke down was, Goku, being the guy we all strive to be. There are other characters that we're probably more like and we wish to be like that Goku character. And that's a big appeal. Like, we all like to watch, this is going to sound weird, but we all like to watch people that are better than we are right now. That's why professional sports is so big. That's why, there are people who are YouTubers, but they'll watch bigger YouTubers because they want to strive to be like that, right? So, and then the speeches, like, I'm ready to fight for Universe 7 after I hear those. So, anyways, so now we're going to talk about Naruto, right? And Naruto is an anime that a lot of people resonate with because, even if you grew up in a big family, if you grew up with whatever the case may be, in between everything, there were points in your life where you felt alone and you felt like you couldn't talk to anybody. You couldn't open up. People didn't want your problems on top of theirs. Like, Naruto was by himself. His parents were here. His dad was the Hokage and nobody gave a shit. They treated him like he was the one who just did everything to the town. It gives us a sibling, a sibling pairing that Itachi did what he did for the greater good, even at the detriment of his family, which I'm not advocating for. This is not, I'm gonna put warning signs everywhere. This is not me advocating for anything. I'm just saying he did what he did. Little bro didn't understand it and felt the anger and hatred, which Itachi embraced, right? He said, look, get stronger and come try to take me out, which Sasuke ended up doing. And at the end of it, what was it? I'm sorry, I was trying to act that out. But anyways, like, it has like Naruto as a whole has moments where we all feel like we're alone at times, and Naruto shows us that regardless of how alone you feel, there's people out there who will care for you. There were people who cared for Naruto. There was a Ichiraku ramen guy. There was, Lee, and ended up being Gaara, and it ended up being Sakura and Sasuke towards the, like, there's, just because you feel alone in that moment doesn't mean that lasts forever, right? So that's just, like, I know I probably, like, wax poetically about Dragon Ball Z and Naruto is more simple. I mean, because at the end of the day, like, what Naruto brings that other animes don't bring is ninja shit. Like, oh, sorry, but, like, as a kid, I'm sure all the boys, and I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of girls as well, dreamed of being ninjas. Like, that's just a cool, like, as stereotypical as it is far-fetched, because I've heard there's a lot of myths about ninjas that we've come to think is fact, but everybody wanted to be a ninja. Like, imagine, like, I don't know about you guys, but, like, when I was growing up, I would be, like, behind something, I would, like, throw something thinking it was like a shuriken. Like, I was just that badass. So it has the lessons of being lonely, and then ninja shit. Like that. If ever I got to a point where people would quote me, just put ninja shit. Like, but anyways, okay. And the last but definitely not least is One Piece, right? Well, One Piece brings to the table, better than any other anime, better than a lot of shows, is a couple things. So they've got the best world building ever. I don't care what you say. If they could get a budget big enough, the world building in One Piece would be amazing. The storytelling is amazing. I know anime is basically rinse and repeat. Bigger, stronger guy, main character gets power boost, friends get power boost. That's unless you're watching some kind of like romance anime or something like that. Most anime and most superhero, whatever the case may be, that it ends up like that, right? So we're taking that out of the equation. But storytelling, we've got all kinds of facets of real life, right? Like we've got discrimination, we've got politics, we've got um, brutality, like we got everything, right? And and the story of One Piece isn't about treasure. Well, not once have you heard Luffy mention treasure except the One Piece. Now, if there's a movie that he's worried about treasure, fine. Because I forgot what it was called. It was either Stampede or whatever. But he's only worried about the One Piece because he wants to become the king of pirates, right? The story of One Piece isn't about treasure. It's not about being a pirate because Luffy's not really a pirate. In the sense of, pillaging and stealing and all that shit. Luffy just wants to be free. Luffy just wants to be able to do the things he wants to do. Luffy wants to enjoy an adventure with his friends. And some of the best episodes are when they are right after, major arcs, major battles, because you get to see them all hanging out, partying, having fun. So the story of One Piece isn't about treasure. It's about friendship, journey, the fun you have along the way, the freedom that you have. Like, I don't know about you, but I'll ask, how many people that end up watching this far are gonna say to me that they've never thought about, man, if I won the lottery and I was free, this is what I would be doing. I'd be doing this, and this. Like, One Piece gives us a window seal look into freedom. Like, you know how like you look into a window seal? That's what we see. Like, Luffy basically sleeps whenever he wants, eats whenever he wants, he does whatever he wants. That's the freedom. The lessons One Piece teaches are about friendship. Zoro is like the best friend you've ever had. Zoro will never fold, ever. Zoro is 10 toes down all the time. But yeah, those are my reasons why I feel like anime and those three in general helped shape a generation. So let me know what you think in the comments below. What anime got you interested? Anyways, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, be safe and well in your travels. Enjoy the journey, and just know, I will be the king of YouTube. Peace.